Imagine holding a device in your hand that is smaller than a notebook, yet packs more raw processing power than the computer that sent humanity to the moon thousands of times over. For years, the tech world has been obsessed with giant screens. We wanted bigger phones, massive tablets, and monstrous laptops. But quietly, in the background, a massive shift has been happening. People are getting tired of carrying bricks in their pockets and heavy glass slabs in their backpacks. They want minimalism without compromise. They want something that fits in a jacket pocket but can edit 4K video, run desktop-class applications, and act as a digital canvas anywhere in the world. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. But here's the question that Apple doesn't want you to ask. Is this actually a groundbreaking leap forward for ultra-portable tech, or is it just another masterclass in incremental updates designed to make you part with your hard-earned cash? If you are thinking about upgrading, or if you are just curious about where mobile tech is heading, you need to stick around, because what we discovered about this device changes everything. There are details hidden in the engineering of this tablet that most reviewers completely pass over, and some of them might actually make you think twice before buying. To truly understand why the iPad mini line has such a cult-like following, we have to look at the psychology of the form factor. The regular iPad and the iPad Pro are phenomenal machines, but they force you to sit down. They demand a desk, a keyboard dock, or at least two hands and a lot of lap space. They are consumption and production monsters, but they are not casual. The smartphone, on the other hand, is always with you, but it is fundamentally restrictive. No matter how big a phone screen gets, it is still an aspect ratio built for scrolling social media, not for deeply absorbing content, reading books, or multitasking. The Mini exists in this perfect, almost mythical sweet spot. It is the digital equivalent of a paperback book. It feels natural to hold in one hand while drinking coffee. It feels right when you are lying in bed, or crammed into an economy airplane seat. But with the iPad Mini 8, Apple had a massive problem to solve. The previous generation was praised for its design, but it was plagued by complaints that left a sour taste in the mouths of tech enthusiasts. Everyone remembers the infamous jelly scrolling issue, where one side of the screen refreshed slower than the other, creating a distracting wobble during fast scrolling. For a company that prides itself on premium visual experiences, it was an embarrassing oversight. So, did they fix it? When you first turn on the screen of the new model, the difference is immediate, even if it takes a moment for your eyes to realize why. Apple redesigned the display controller architecture entirely. The refresh synchronization is now perfectly uniform across the panel. But they went a step further. For years, users have been begging for a promotion display on the Mini, that buttersmooth 120Hz refresh rate found on the iPhone Pro and iPad Pro models. Apple, being the master of product segmentation, resisted this for a long time because they want you to buy the more expensive Pro models. But the pressure from competitors and the sheer demand from the community forced their hand to optimize this display like never before. The contrast ratio has been pushed to new limits, making blacks deeper and colors incredibly vibrant. Whether you are watching a cinematic movie in a darkroom or reading a comic book under direct sunlight, this panel handles it effortlessly. The anti-reflective coating has also been upgraded, solving one of the biggest complaints of outdoor users. But a beautiful screen is useless if the brain behind it can't keep up. And this is where